Welcome to Dipsticks and Deals with Jimmy B and the Third Wheel on Real Talk 1160. Everything you need to know about cars, buying, financing, trading, maintenance, repairs, auto body, and more. Join the program by calling 513-579-1160. Now, here are your hosts, Jimmy B and the Third Wheel on Real Talk 1160.
Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Dipsticks and Deals on Real Talk 1160. I'm Jimmy B. Remember, this is the show where we talk about anything and everything automotive. Appreciate you being here with us this morning. You will be smarter for having listened. Remember, you can hear us anywhere in the free world on the TuneIn Radio app, Radio Loyalty app, all one word. Or you can live stream us on dipsticksanddeals.com or realtalk1160.com. Third Wheel, what do you got?
Hello, everyone. Hope you're drinking your cappuccino, your coffee. Well, cappuccino east side, coffee on the west side. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and our WordPress blog. And for information about sponsoring the show, go to Dipsticks, that's an S after the K, and Deals, spelled out A-N-D, deals.com, and check out the Advertise on D&D tab.
And remember, if you have questions or you'd like to get in with us here on Dipsticks and Deals, you can call us at 513-579-1160. You can send us a Facebook message, or you can email us at ask@dipsticksanddeals.com. In fact, we have Jimmy B at dipsticksanddeals.com and The Third Wheel at dipsticksanddeals.com.
Third Wheel.
The Third Wheel.
The Third Wheel, like Ohio State. The Ohio State University. The
Go
Third
Bucks.
Wheel.
Okay, yeah. Very good, sir. Information and entertainment for the American engine.
It's not just because you drive cars, but because you drive America.
And this, they do that. Hey, we're going to be at Cavalcade of Customs January 11th through the 13th. We will have a live broadcast on Sunday, the 13th. We're very much looking forward to that show. Seeing all you car crazy people out there and all the rest of the folks that want to come out. We'll be doing autographs. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Might mark the price down from $1 to 50 cents. Hey, we were out the other day, and we've got to make a mention of a place that we stopped at, had little food, a little beverage, talked to some folks. I've also got to mention we've got Coltrane here today too, Kenny.
Hello, y'all.
And where did we go the other day?
What the game on? In
on.
White Oak.
Yes, up in the White Oak Shopping Plaza.
Right there at Jessup and Cheviot Road.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you something right now. If you're looking for some good food, I was shocked. And you always hear that where some bar and grill type places have some really, really good food, and a lot of them do, but I was completely and totally impressed with the quality of food that we got. We were game on, man. It was unbelievable.
Well, that was a comment I made to you was I'm a big eater. And what I ordered was actually...
You're big hungry.
I'm big hungry. My name is Big Hungry. But what I ordered a small portion because I was at work, going back to work, and that small portion was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it really filled me up. I don't know if I could eat the regular portion.
Yeah, and I had the loaded fries, too, with mine when I ordered. And
how's your heart?
Great.
Good.
And I'm telling you, they were so good. And when they brought, I said, I don't want a whole lot either. Same thing. They brought this huge basket of these things out, and they were so good. I was trying to get Coltrane to get in on them.
They were tasty.
Which he did, but I'm telling you, I didn't plan on eating that whole thing, and I did. I mean, they were that good. All kind of different beers to select from, and televisions everywhere. It is a sports-themed bar, but I'm telling you, the atmosphere is incredible.
Service was very good.
The service was probably the best part. You got to go down there and see. Who are some of the folks down there, Coltrane?
I don't know, but the service was very pretty.
The service was pretty. I haven't heard that one before.
I think the owner's name is Stephanie.
I believe so.
There was Stephanie. There was Natalie. Who else was there?
Emma.
Good people.
Ashley. There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's just a really, really cool place to really good, friendly atmosphere. The service is unbelievable. Food's unbelievable. That's game on.
And I think her
over
brother.
off of Cheviot.
Yeah, and I think her brother Stephanie, her brothers play professional football.
Do they, Coltrane?
Oh, yeah, for the Eagles and for the 49ers.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's pretty awesome.
Okay, so there's
cool stuff on the wall. I mean, if you want to see a bunch of cool.
Yeah, well,
sports stuff.
as for the other thing too, they had a lot of autographed memorabilia,
real neat.
type stuff. And
My autograph ain't up on that wall though. That's a problem.
Yeah, and I don't think that'll ever happen.
But your picture is outside the front door saying this guy cannot come in anymore.
But go out there, check it out on Cheviot Road. Game on. We're gonna probably announce some specials and things as we go forward. But we just wanted to tell them thank you for having us out. Great place. You should go out there today, even if it's going to be raining. What better place to be than at Game On over there in the White Oak Plaza on Cheviot Road. Who else? Easy Street Speed and Customs, 513-831-7550. Listen, if you've got a car, a late model car, you want to do something a little different to the car to make it your own. Maybe some performance things, maybe some cosmetic things. Either way, Easy Street Speed and Custom, 701 Chamber Drive up in Milford is the only place in town to get this stuff done.
And also, we got Fear Motors up there, 2531 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, Ohio. And if you're up north, people in the greater Cincinnati area, give these guys a call. Give Ray Tenley a call at 863-8111. And I'm telling you right now, November 4th, a lot of these specials are going to be changed or gone. And they've got some GMC Sierra 1500s. They have some special $2,000 customer cash back.
Wow.
And some
That's
special
good.
financing,
Good
of course,
on
with
truck.
the new vehicles. Oh, yeah, it's real good. And also they have I think they still have that $39 special oil change and
Rotation
and inspect and diagnose some things, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and really, even with the gas prices climbing, the trucks have maintained their value. And
well, you know they got a hybrid?
Yeah, I know they do.
They have a GMC 1500
has
hybrid.
A hybrid pickup.
$2,000 cash back until September 4th on that one, too.
Yeah, so you need to get on that right away. And really, even if you're down south, I mean, Hamilton's not that far from anywhere in the tri-state.
Sure.
And it's worth the drive, is what I'm saying.
And they got quality used cars as well.
Right.
Go on their website, check them out. Fear Motors. The big thing is learn how to spell their name.
Yeah, how do you spell it? Because I may have spelled it wrong.
That is F as in Frank, I as in India, E as in Edward, H as in Henry, R as in Robert, E as in Edward, R as in Robert. That's Fear Motor, F-I-E-H-R-E-R Motors.
Wow, Third Wheel, that made that really easy to remember.
It's going to rain today.
Say what?
It's going to rain today, so it's wash day. So soap up your cars and your children, throw them outside. It's a free wash.
Coltrane.
But that's what we did. That's how I grew up.
Well, we know that's how you grew up.
Well, it's free.
But we're in a metropolitan area now, Coltrane. Things operate a little differently here.
You can still do it.
Listen, don't forget, and I would hate to see how Coltrane would handle this, but STI Towing, 859-485-1234. Again, gas prices are going through the roof, but they're still extending the first 5 miles free on any towing. So all you need to do is get a Post-it note, an old business card or something, flip it around, 859-485-1234. Put that in your console or your glove box.
And ask for Dipsticks and Deals, or mention our name.
Mention Dipsticks, and I'm coughing. You need to continue.
Mention Dipsticks and Deals, and the first 5 miles are free.
Yeah, or 1160, Real Talk. You can mention either one. You're going to get that first 5 miles free. STI Towing anywhere in the tri-state. They do everything from a smart car. They could probably pull your house down the street. They got such big equipment. So we're going to get into some car stuff. Stay where you're at. Dipsticks and Deals on Real Talk 1160.
Is a little higher.
Weather when you need it. Your Real Talk 1160 forecast every 15 minutes.
Here's the forecast of Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, and the tri-state. As we continue the holiday weekend, look for showers, possibly a thunderstorm today with a high of 81. We'll have more rain. A thunderstorm is possible tonight, a low of 71. For Labor Day, we'll have showers, possibly a thunderstorm. Cloudy skies and a high of 82. There's a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday. We'll have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 86. From the Real Talk 1160 Weatherbug Forecast Center, this is Rod Tanner.
This is Steve Jarnicki, voice of Florence Freedom Baseball. Last night, the Freedom clinched their first playoff berth in franchise history with a 4-2 victory against the Evansville Otters. Brad Allen pitched 8 dominant innings as Eddie Rodriguez drove in a pair to lead the Freedom. Tonight, they wrap up the regular season in Evansville. Join me for all the action beginning at 6:50 on Real Talk 1160.
This is Real Sports with Wild Man Walker.
It's not like you're playing some chump team to start. You're on Monday Night Football.
Well, that's the thing. I don't care how they do it, but they've got to win that game.
Real Sports, weekdays at 5 on Real Talk 1160.
It was a Friday night in Kentucky, and all across the state, streets were empty. Stores were dark. Restaurants were closed. Even the town squares, normally the center of the action, were silent and still. In most states, the sudden disappearance of a town's population would be cause for alarm. But this was Kentucky, and it was high school football, volleyball, and soccer season. The explanation was perfectly clear. This wasn't some episode of The Twilight Zone. It was game night.
At the Kentucky High School Athletic Association, we salute the players, coaches, and fans that make high school sports one of our state's proudest traditions. We invite you to be part of the action. High school sports, where greatness gets its start. This message made possible by the KHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Hi folks, Debbie Robke with Robke Automotive. I'm here to tell you about Northern Kentucky's best full-service used car store. Shop Robke for sales, service, parts, collision repair, and rental car. Robke Automotive, where quality is superior, our prices can't be beat, our service is guaranteed, and our parts come with a national warranty. Come visit Robke and see why our customers are always smiling. Robke Automotive, I-275 at Exit 80 in Northern Kentucky, on the web at GoRobke.com, or check us out on Facebook for fantastic deals of the week.
We're driven to treat you right.
Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but extreme sports? Folks, let's call this what it is. Weird shit invented by guys who are willing to die to get laid.
Dennis Miller, weeknights at 10 on Real Talk 1160.
Hey, it's the Wild Man from my new favorite hangout, Willie's Sports Cafe in Covington. If you love sports, you'll love Willie's in Covington. They've got sports on flat screens in the restaurant and the bar. Before the Reds game, take the Willie's shuttle to the ballpark for $3. Then back to Willie's to celebrate a Reds win. If you love food, you'll love Willie's in Covington. All appetizers are just $5 every day from 1 to 7, and daily specials like Monday's Burger Madness, a half-pound burger, waffle fries, and a drink for just $7. Tuesday's Chicken Madness, a chicken sandwich, waffle fries, and a drink for $7. And Wednesday's Bang Bang Shrimp, just $5. If you love drinks, you'll love Willie's in Covington, the best happy hour every day from 1 to 7. $2 domestic pints and bottles, $3 domestic drafts, well drinks, and house wine. And check out Willie's Outdoor Deck. Enjoy all Willie's has to offer and the great summer weather at the same time. Take it from the Wild Man. You're going to love Willie's Sports Cafe in Covington, just over the Prince Spence Bridge on 75 South, or visit williescovington.com.
Hey folks, Jimmy B here. Did you know that one of the most important structural aspects of your vehicle is the windshield? It accounts for almost 50% of the rollover strength. That's why you must choose the right company for windshield repair and replacement, and that's Mel's Auto Glass. Mel's Auto Glass has certified professionals serving the tri-state for more than 25 years. Don't trust something so important to anyone else. The experts at Mel's Auto Glass for quality, value, and peace of mind. Call 513-563-7771. That's 513-563-7771.
Cincinnati's Real Talk. Real Talk 1160.
Welcome back to Dipsticks and Deals. Real Talk 1160. You got Jimmy B, the third wheel, and Kenny Coltrane is here in the house.
Yeah, we're trying to tone Kenny's language when the mic's off here. Kenny,
I'm trying to make my breakfast, and I can't.
You ain't at home, buddy.
I can't get this thing microwave to work right.
Hey, we need to jump into a couple things real quick. We've got our trivia question for the day. Third wheel, you want to tell them what the trivia question is in our gas, cash, or crash contest. This is where you can win $25 in gasoline, $25 in cash, or we'll let you crash the show and you can be right here with us on air live. What's the question?
The question is, which famous automotive executive was the driving force behind the Pontiac GTO?
That's a good question because a lot of people think they know that and will come right off with an answer, and they're almost always wrong.
I think it was...
Shut up, you're not allowed to play.
John Pontiac.
Very good. That's not the answer, folks. Go to Facebook, post the answer. Who was the driving force behind the Pontiac GTO? We are going to talk about a couple of different things today. One is where the rubber meets the road, tire basics, or Tire 101, tire school. A lot of people don't know a whole lot about tires. There are some things that you need to know. that are going to help you make a buying decision when you need tires. There's some tires that you probably want to stay away from. I'm going to tell you about those. And there's probably some information here that you really don't care about, but I'm going to tell you anyway because I think you need to be educated. And I want to make sure that you're smarter for having listened. So I'm going to tell you all about tires in just a little bit, including what the size means, what the DOT number means, and all the things that are on the side of the tire. Worked in the tire business for a while. Sold tires for almost 27 years in the automotive business, and most people that come in to buy tires really don't know. So I'm going to try to give you some information that you can use, but for now, we're going to get to automotive news. On Friday, Ford Motor Company produced its 350 millionth vehicle, which was a Ford Focus, and it rolled off an assembly line in Rayong, Thailand. Pretty interesting. The Ford Focus has also been named the world's best-selling car for the first half of 2012. Interesting.
What car?
The Focus.
Really?
The Focus, it is a world car. It's sold in all markets. And
real quick, wasn't that designed? Didn't Ford hire a designer from Volkswagen? Isn't that like a Jetta design? Similar? Wasn't that the same guy who designed a Jetta?
Did we report on that a couple of weeks ago?
I think, didn't we?
It seems something close to that.
Yeah. Anyway.
That could be.
It's my 2 cents.
Thanks for confusing the news. Dr. Phil has been a victim.
Dr. Phil.
A victim of auto theft. Last week, his 57 Chevrolet convertible was stolen from a shop that had been working on the car in Burbank, California. And as of this morning, the car's not been found. Dr. Phil is concerned that it will end up overseas where he will never have a chance of getting the car back.
That's just terrible.
Thanks, Dr. Phil. DuPont. Are you familiar with DuPont?
Isn't that the chemical company?
Yes. DuPont Chemical, which is also one of the leaders in automotive finishes, is getting out of the automotive paint business.
Kevlar.
Shut up, Coltrane. That's right. The leader in auto coatings since the advent of the automobile is selling its auto finish unit to Carlyle Group for $4.9 billion. They're going to concentrate on other materials for both auto and non-auto applications. Carlyle Group, of course, is an American holdings company, which is good, that has acquired other giants that we all know, including Allison Transmission and Hertz Rental Car. Carlyle. Huge.
Didn't DuPont, wasn't DuPont on Reading? Reading Road, was that?
Well, there was maybe a DuPont.
A DuPont, okay.
Yeah, but they're in New York, I think, is where they're headquartered. NADA, National Auto Dealers Association, that is, reports used vehicle depreciation rates will remain low due to reduced supply after weak new car sales during the heat of the recession. They're saying that the flow of late model used cars has slowed to its lowest rate in over a decade. Deep incentives on new cars are needed to spur the used car market, which also creates a faster depreciation rate because of the lower new car prices. Very interesting from NADA. Here's something else on NADA. Beginning this month, they're going to add CPO values to their vehicle price guides. CPO, of course, is certified pre-owned because those do come at a higher price point because they have repairs and maintenance and things done to them that a typical used car wouldn't. This is going to help dealers and financial institutions secure funds for consumers. CPO values actually add anywhere from $1,000 to $3,200 on the retail price of a vehicle. What do you think about that?
Good.
Y'all want some French toast?
No, I think I'm good. Was that?
I made y'all some if you want some.
Did you make that on a fire out on the patio?
Yeah, it's French fries on toast. French toast.
We might have to add. We might have to add one of your recipes to our pit stop.
Third wheel. What do you got in automotive history this week?
A little bit of automotive history. On August 25th, 1910, I was 4. The Horch Automobile Company was forced to change its name after a trademark dispute over the name Horch with another company. The automobile company chose to change their name to the Latin word for Horch, and it remains the name of this manufacturer today. That Latin word for Horch is
Audi.
Good. You're good at reading. Your education's paid off.
Audi used to be Horch.
Yeah. August 29th, 1885, even older, the world's first motorcycle was patented by Gottlieb Gottlieb Daimler.
You can do it.
Of Germany. This two-wheeled marvel made of wood that's pretty crazy, made of wood, was not widely accepted until 1910.
I can make it.
When it was used by all branches of the armed forces during World War I. The motorcycle gained popularity again after the Great Depression and evolved into the symbol of freedom, rebellion, and status that lives to this day. Now, the rebellion part I do know came in after World War II.
That's correct. That's why it was written such that it was.
Yes.
Please continue with the history.
September 1st, the federal government passes safety regulations that require all new cars to have driver's side airbags. That's sort of a no-brainer. The early 90s proved to be a tragic testing period for the bags, as several children and small-statured adults were injured or killed by the force of the airbag during a moderate crash.
Please allow me to interject. If you would read this stuff before we go on air, it would probably come out a lot smoother. Please continue.
I can't help it. I don't like to read. The airbag was that airbags were ultimately made safer and remain a mandatory safety item. You know, I should read it before because you have screwed me up in the past.
I know.
And you have planted words in there because I am Mr. Teleprompter.
I know, and you're on a fine line, brother, because if you keep it up, one of these days it's coming.
I know.
I think you're doing a great job, Third Wheel.
Shut up, Coltrane. September 1st, 1989. On the same day as the airbag regulations went in effect, the first Lexus vehicle was sold, launching Toyota Motor Company's Highline brand that was designed to compete as a world luxury sedan. What do you think about that? Which is sort of the model, which we may talk about later, for all these other car companies that have come into the United States. Because if you look what they're doing now, I think the Hyundai is coming out with a high-end car.
Yeah.
Come in low.
They all kind of follow Lexus on the high side, with the exception of Mercedes and BMW.
But it was the Toyota and the Datsun back in the day. They came out with the car, the Honda, that can run, would rust, and then eventually they just got into the market and started making better cars.
Lexus makes a nice vehicle.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, back to this.
They do not.
The 6-year-long secret project to Toyota, codename F1, has become the leader in the luxury sports segment.
Yes, they have.
And that's the end of my history.
That's it?
That's it,
Don't
bro.
have any more? Do you know anything about history, Coltrane?
No, I just wondered if that microwave would dry out my socks or not.
What microwave? What are you talking about?
The microwave I made the French toast in.
Oh, my. Hey, Riverfest is today.
That wasn't a microwave.
Very cool. Very cool.
Riverfest is today.
Be safe today.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of traffic, a lot of people on the walking around. Yeah. Just be mindful of that.
Get here early.
And I hope it doesn't rain. It's been Isaac is here now, I guess.
It's going to rain.
You know what, though? It seems like that stuff, you see it on a radar, then it disappears. You know, so I have no clue, so I'm not going to try to predict the weather. But what I am going to say to people, and I don't know if there's criminals still doing this downtown, but I remember one time parking down here for an event like this. Make sure the parking lot and the parking lot attendant and everybody else is legit.
Really?
We parked. A guy charged us like $5 back in the day, $3, whatever, to park. Well, he parked it, told us where to park, or they can park it for you. Either or, they gave you a little tag. We left, came back. All the cars were jammed in together.
Right.
And there was no one around.
Yeah, so you couldn't get out.
So you couldn't get out to the last
That's why I ride
the first guy.
Those guys had a nice dinner that night.
They had about 30 cars worth.
We're going to talk about tires and some other stuff when we come back. You're listening to Dipsticks and Deals on Real Talk 1160.
Weather when you need it. Your Real Talk 1160 forecast every 15 minutes.
Here's the forecast at Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, and the Tri-State. As we continue the holiday weekend, look for showers, possibly a thunderstorm today with a high of 81. We'll have more rain. A thunderstorm is possible tonight, a low of 71. For Labor Day, we'll have showers, possibly a thunderstorm. Cloudy skies and a high of 82. There's a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday. We'll have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 86. From the Real Talk 1160 Weather Bug Forecast Center, this is Rod Tanner.
If you drive a car, you must have this number, 1-800-828-0159. The number 2 STI Towing, the Tri-States Towing Pros. STI handles most motor clubs, including AAA, and they offer prompt, courteous, and professional service all day and all night. Mention Real Talk 1160 and the first 5 miles are free. That's 1-800-828-0159. 1-800-828-0159 for STI Towing.
This is Don Metalka. I just lost my 34-year-old wife to ovarian cancer. All women need to know the signs and symptoms. Early treatment can save your life. Learn more now than pass it on. Go to Sensi with a Y, ovariancancer.org. SensiOvarianCancer.org.
Attention business owners and individuals who owe the IRS. Do you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes? You need aggressive representation. Call Certified Tax now at 800-440-5360 and speak to one of our tax attorneys, enrolled agents, or tax professionals who specialize in tax liens, back taxes, tax debt, wage garnishment, and collections. We won't waste a minute helping you with your tax problems. We'll be on the phone with the IRS within 30 minutes of you becoming a client. We've settled millions of dollars of tax issues for a fraction of the cost. Find the peace of mind knowing the IRS will not be knocking on your door. Protect your home, business, and family today. We know the tax laws and we act fast. Call today for your free, no-obligation consultation. 800-440-5360. Remember, we'll be on the phone with the IRS within 30 minutes of you becoming a client. That's guaranteed. Call Certified Tax at 800-440-5360. That's 800-440-5360. Again, 800-440-5360.
Hi, folks. Debbie Robke with Robke Automotive. I'm here to tell you about Northern Kentucky's best full-service used car store. Shop Robke for sales, service, parts, collision repair, and rental car. Robke Automotive, where quality is superior, our prices can't be beat, our service is guaranteed, and our parts come with a national warranty. Come visit Robke and see why our customers are always smiling. Robke Automotive, I-275 at Exit 80 in Northern Kentucky, on the web at GoRobke.com, or check us out on Facebook for fantastic deals of the week.
We're driven to treat you right.
Laura Ingram?
Yeah, ding, 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 ding.
We've got an app for that.
Oh, fantastic.
Download TuneIn Radio for your Android, iPhone, or BlackBerry. And listen to Real Talk 1160 anywhere, anytime.
Your healthy radio addiction.
Here at Columbia Hyundai, because of high trade value, it's possible to trade in your used car and keep your current payment or even lower it for a comparable new Hyundai.
Wow, John, what are we talking about payment-wise?
Right now, get a new 2013 Hyundai Accent for $149 a month, or a new 2013 Elantra for $169 a month, or a new 2013 Sonata for just $179 a month. This is a 36-month lease. Other than tax and title, only $19.99 due at signing. And all these cars get over 40 miles per gallon on the highway.
This is National Fuel Efficiency Month.
National Fuel Efficiency Month is not an official government holiday, but it is with new Hyundai buyers. Plus, all new Hyundais come with America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance.
That's a better warranty than a Jaguar.
And we can get finance approval in 30 minutes or less, even if you have blemished credit. And remember, we need good trades, so we'll give you top dollars for yours.
Only at Columbia Hyundai on Montgomery Road at I-275.
Call 489-2000 or see our video at ColumbiaHyundai.com.
Between the economy and the price of gas, how about a way to save some money for a change? Lower your insurance premium with help from Huseman Schmidt Insurance. They understand more than most because they've been local, family-owned, and part of your community since 1976. Huseman Schmidt's expertise and common sense approach have helped their clients protect their assets and save money. For all your business and personal insurance needs, call Huseman Schmidt at 513-521-8590 and ask for Rob or AJ, or visit HusemanSchmidt.com. Huseman Schmidt cares. The Mike Huckabee Show, weekdays 3 till 5 on Real Talk 1160.
All right, we are shifting into first gear on Dipsticks and Deals, Real Talk 1160 579 1160. That's 513 area. This has been an interesting morning.
If you want to shoot us an email,
go ahead. Spill it out of context. Go ahead.
Fine. Please shoot us an email. ask@dipsticksanddeal.com.
Yeah, and too, if you're interested in some more information on sponsoring Dipsticks and Deals, Third Wheel mentioned the Advertise on D&D tab on dipsticksanddeals.com, but you can also send an email direct to sales@dipsticksanddeals.com, and we'll forward you all the information as well. Real quick, before we get started talking about some tires, we have a mobile app now for Dipsticks and Deals website.
Sweet.
So on your iPhone, BlackBerry, Android, wherever you got, when you pull up dipsticksanddeals.com in your search engine, you're going to get our mobile app, which is designed to fit the phone. So you're not going to see our website and have to enlarge it and do all that crazy stuff. It doesn't have all the stuff on it, so if you're interested in advertising or you want more information on the show, do it on your laptop, PC, whatever. But for your mobile application plus, we've got archives on there and a direct link to listening live, so you can hear us on your cell phone directly from that site. That's high tech, bro.
That is. That's good. And soon we're going to be doing children's birthday parties.
Yes, we are. We're going to do those out at Game On, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to talk some about tires. And like I said before the break, a lot of people don't know a lot about tires, and that's not bad. And Third Wheel's raising his hand. Coltrane, do you know anything about car tires? I know you probably know something about bicycle tires, but what about car tires?
No, I really don't know anything about tires other than put them on and roll down the road.
Okay,
They're
so
rubber.
on the sidewall of the tire, or one of the most important things that you're going to get asked, or the first thing you get asked, is what size tire do you have? So if I were to say what size tire do you have, and let's just, as a for instance, use 185/60/14. Does that sound familiar as a tire size?
Yeah,
That's
with
how you
an
read it.
R.
Yes.
No.
They can even be P185/60R14. Then there'll be a space, and it may say 82H. That sounds complicated. It's really not.
I'm lost.
Do you have any idea what the 185/60/15 represents, or any part of it?
The 16, is that the rim?
I said 16. I meant 14, but you're correct.
Is it the rim radius?
That's the rim diameter. So, yes, that's the rim size, the wheel size. It can be 13, 14, 15.
I got 22s.
16, 17, 18, 19 even, 20s, 22. That's the wheel diameter. So in 185/60/14, the wheel diameter would be
the R.
14, and that's expressed in inches. 14 inches is the wheel size.
Okay.
185/60. The 185, what would you think that would represent?
The width.
Wow, Coltrane.
Am I right?
You are absolutely right. That is the width of the tires expressed in millimeters.
Millimeters. I was going to say millimeters.
Okay, calm down, Third Wheel.
Because I had French toast.
185 would be the tire width in millimeters. The 60, what do you think the 60 represents?
Depth of tread?
No, sir. We've got 185 as the
Width, the height.
We've got okay.
The height from the wheel to the top of the tread.
Wow, Coltrane is really on it today.
Shut up, Coltrane.
Wheaties and
I'm
French
the host.
toast can't go wrong.
Tell Coltrane, be quiet.
Now, that number, in this example, 185/60/14, that 60 is represented in all tires as a percentage. So 60 would be 60%, and it's 60% of the 185 millimeters, which is the tread width. So, I know you're looking really confused here.
No, I think I got it.
185/60/14 would mean that the sidewall height of the tire is 60% of 185 millimeters. That's going to give you your height.
That's fantastic.
So if it were a 205/60/15, it would be 60% of 205. That represents the height. That's why in a performance tire, if you have a 245/45/17 tire, it would be 45% of 245, making it slim, or low aspect ratio.
Low profile.
Low profile. Thank you, Coltrane, for being on it. The 82H, it could say 72H. It could have a variant of letters and numbers. It's always going to be 2 digits, and what that is
It's 147.
Huh?
60% of 205.
Thank you. And that would be in millimeters, though.
Yes.
Yes, it would.
It's hotter than a hog in heat in here.
It is very warm in here. We're going to have to talk to the station because something's not right. It's very warm. We're going to have to open a window. Coltrane, open a window. The 82H in this particular example, and again, I'm going to keep saying this so you keep in mind what we're looking at on the tire. P185/60/14 82H. The 82 represents, as a 2-digit number, the load rating or load carrying capacity of that tire by itself. There is a chart, and it ranges anywhere from 71 to 110. 70, or in this example, an 82 is relatively 1,050 pounds is what that tire by itself. And you got 4 of them, so you're over 4,000 pound load capacity on an 82H tire. The 82 being the load rating. The H of itself is the speed rating. And the speed rating is more important and a very important aspect when purchasing a tire, because that will change the way the car handles, the way the car rides,
how fast
the way
you
it
can go.
steers. It does relative to the speed that you can go safely, but nobody does the speeds of any of these speed ratings.
Oh, you think?
Third wheel's raising his hand. Sir, go ahead.
All right, so the 82 has something to do with the weight.
The load
capacity of the tires to hold the vehicle up.
Right.
The speed, the H, is the speed. Speed based on the load capacity of the tire. So if it's an 82, the H means that it can go, the optimum speed that you can carry this car on is the H.
Correct.
Because of the load bearing.
That's right.
Right?
That's why they're together.
I had no idea what I just said, but I thought that sounded smart.
I don't know what
it
you
was
said
technical.
either.
It did sound smart. And that H would indicate on this particular example 130 miles per hour. So you're not going to do 130 miles per hour, but the tire will perform up to 130 miles an hour as long as you're less than 1,050 pounds per tire in weight.
So that's why they look at you funny when you go in there with, say, your Jetta.
Right.
And I say I want 32s.
Well, they just look at me
I want
funny
big tires.
anyway.
I want something that's going to be not to the specs of what the manufacturer had made. The performance would usually become worse.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about in that size a truck tire, which they don't typically speed rate. They load rate, but they don't speed rate.
Okay. So I'm just saying changing any type of modification to your tire that was coming from the manufacturer size.
Correct.
Could screw up the performance of your vehicle.
Or it could improve it.
Really?
Yeah, because here's the deal. Starting again, P 185 60 R14 82H is the tire example that we have here. And the P, by the way, stands for passenger. That designates it as a passenger tire. The R represents radial tire, steel radial. 185 60 R14 82H with an H speed rating. That tire is good to 130 miles an hour at nearly 1,100 pounds load capacity. If you increase that speed rating from H to, say, a Y, that speed rating goes to from 130 to 186 miles an hour. And in order for that tire to perform, not that you're going to do 186 mile an hour, but what it is relative to consumers, the rest of us here outside of the racing world, is that's going to increase the stiffness of the sidewall. It's going to change the characteristics of how the tire is manufactured so that it will handle more precisely. You're going to get a little bit rougher, harsher ride. You're going to feel more bumps in the road, but you're going to be able to feel a difference in the way the car steers, takes corners, and things of that nature. So that would be a reason why you would increase the performance of your vehicle by increasing the tire's speed rating. Does that make sense, third wheel?
It does, but it's still the same question is you can only go 70 miles an hour.
That's true, and that's why I say it's all has to do, if you would pay attention.
All right.
Pay attention.
The speed rating goes up doesn't mean you're going that fast. That means that the sidewall construction is that much stiffer, so it's going to handle and steer better. You're going to feel more bumps in the road, but it's going to drive like a different car. The same is true in reverse. So if I've got a car that has Z speed rated tires on it from the factory, which is anything above 186 miles an hour, and I want a softer, more comfortable ride, I could lower my speed rating to a V, which is 149 miles an hour, which is going to give me a softer sidewall and a more comfortable ride. We'll review this and get a little deeper into it. This is the boring part of the tire segment. I promise it'll pick up. Dipsticks and Deals, Real Talk 1160.
Weather when you need it. Your Real Talk 1160 forecast every 15 minutes.
Here's the forecast at Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, and the Tri-State. As we continue the holiday weekend, look for showers, possibly a thunderstorm today with a high of 81. We'll have more rain. A thunderstorm is possible tonight, a low of 71. For Labor Day, we'll have showers, possibly a thunderstorm. Cloudy skies and a high of 82. There's a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday. We'll have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 86. From the Real Talk 1160 Weather Bug Forecast Center, this is Rod Tanner.
You want speed? You want power? You want style? You want something that turns heads? Then you want Easy Street Speed and Customs in Milford. Easy Street offers everything from minor repairs to full restoration, custom builds, late model mod, performance parts, and an on-site dyno for real performance tuning. Hot rods and cool rides at Easy Street Speed and Custom, 701 Chamber Drive in Milford, 513-831-7550. That's 513-831-7550.
Why are you so distant? Did you have to shoot anyone?
You gonna get a job now or what?
No one knows what it's like to come back from Iraq or Afghanistan unless they were there. Join other veterans at communityofveterans.org, brought to you by Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America and the Ad Council.
How's the expansion plans going for your business?
Oh, I'm holding off until the economy improves.
Really? Are your competitors on hold for the next few years?
Well,
I'm not waiting. I called General Steel Corporation. Their steel buildings have been used for businesses, churches, and schools around the world. They showed me how to save real money on a building designed for my needs and my specifications. I can actually operate more efficiently in a building they helped me design, while my competitors are sitting on the sidelines waiting for economic change. I'm going to make my own change and take market share. When this economy turns around, I'll be in the lead. Come on, you didn't start your business by waiting for someone to tell you when the time is right. Stop sitting on your hands and pick up the phone. Oh, and ask about these rebates that can save you up to $20,000.
Call 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418. That's 800-215-2418.
Did you know Fear Buick GMC in Hamilton has been family owned and operated and serving the tri-state since 1932? Isn't that the kind of dealership you want to buy your next car from? And because of that success, Fear Buick GMC announces their upcoming move later this year to their new 26,000 square foot location between Menards and Kohl's near Bridgewater Falls. Come see Ray Tenley, Fear's general manager for the past 25 years, and tell him Dipsticks and Deals sent you. Call 513-863-8111 or visit fearmotors.com. That's FIEHRER Motors.com. We know you should be working, but seeing as you're on Facebook already, why not flip over to the 1160 page and tell us what you think? Then go to 1160.com and listen while you're online. We're worldwide. Real Talk 1160.
Hey, it's the Wild Man from Real Sports 1160 here with my friend Rob Bullock from Bullock Roofing.
Hey, Wild Man.
Rob, I hear you guys are the roofing experts.
That's right, Wild Man. If it has to do with a roof, we can handle it. Roof contracting and replacement, shingles, gutters, chimney repair, skylights. We even offer replacement windows.
Now, what sets Bullock Roofing apart from the other guys?
Wild Man, we are the roofing experts. We do it once, we do it right, and our pride shows in our work. Our customers mean the world to us, and their satisfaction speaks volumes. We're based on old-fashioned value and fair prices.
And word of mouth today is everything.
That's right. Our popularity has grown thanks to our customers telling their family and friends about our quality work.
Take it from Rob Bullock with Bullock Roofing. If you need help with your roof, gutters, chimney, even replacement windows, get the treatment you deserve from the experts at Bullock Roofing.
We service the entire greater Cincinnati area. Find us on the web at bullockroofing.com. That's bullockroofing.com. Call us for a free estimate today at 513-771-2096.
Hi, folks. Debbie Robke with Robke Automotive. I'm here to tell you about Northern Kentucky's best full-service used car store. Shop Robke for sales, service, parts, collision repair, and rental car. Robke Automotive, where quality is superior. Our prices can't be beat, our service is guaranteed, and our parts come with a national warranty. Come visit Robke and see why our customers are always smiling. Robke Automotive, I-275 at Exit 80 in Northern Kentucky, on the web at GoRobke.com, or check us out on Facebook for fantastic deals of the week.
We're driven to treat you right.
Having trouble picking us up? Download the free TuneIn Radio app and listen to crystal clear Real Talk 1160.
Dipsticks and Deals on Real Talk 1160. I got to tell you, the emails and the texts are blowing up over this tire segment, and I really didn't intend for it to be that attract that much attention. Well, what some of the best one I got here was from a fella who his email just said, "What?" So, you know what I mean? I don't want to confuse the American engine.
I don't ever want to buy a tire again, and I know there are a lot of listeners out there feel the same way. I'm scared to death. I didn't know there was all that stuff going on, mathematics and things.
Well, let's review this real quick, and I'll try to make this more simple. The 185/60/14 we talked about, the tire size itself, you don't need to know all that information relative to what each number means. I just want to have the American engine informed. I want you guys to be smarter for having listened. I want you to know what each one of those numbers mean in a tire size. So that's the only reason for that information. Now, the speed rating is relevant because that is one of the aspects in tire purchasing where you can change the characteristics of your vehicle. You can either allow it to ride softer and more comfortable, or you can increase that speed rating and get maybe a little bit harder ride, not very noticeable, but very noticeable in your cornering ability, stopping ability, and things of that nature. So you can change the speed rating, allow the vehicle to do different things. Your tire professional is going to be able to give you this information because you can't go too far up or down on a speed rating because it can affect the suspension components adversely. But within a couple of these letters, you can get away with it. You can really, really change the ride of the car, as well as you can change the characteristics of the vehicle by going with a different type of tire. So going from a dry design tire for performance into a touring all-season tire is going to give you a softer, more comfortable ride. It's going to give you longer tread wear. It's going to increase your stopping distance, and it's going to affect your handling in a positive way. So a touring tire is a really good alternative to a tire that is just a standard all-season with a moderate speed rating.
So when I do the tour of France, you're going to have to go with me to get new tires for my bicycle because now I'm Confucius.
Confucius.
Hey, I got a question about those tires. Is it dumb to have two sets of tires in Ohio?
Why would you want to have two sets?
One set for the summer, spring, fall, and then one set for the winter with thicker tread.
With thicker tread.
Thicker tread, man.
Yeah, I need to put my thicker tires on.
Well, that sounded like a Coltrane question.
It did.
Shut up, Kenny.
There are some folks that do that, but more so than for tire performance, they're doing it to protect maybe a set of custom wheels or something so the salt doesn't affect the finish.
I'm going to make some grits. Y'all want some?
Yes, I'll have some grits, please. But when you go in to get tires, you're going to shop tires. I want to make sure everybody is aware that there are some differences in tires that can allow the vehicle to do a little bit more for you. Speed rating is one of them. You can increase handling, stopping distance, like I said. You can lower the speed rating, get a little bit more comfortable ride. Tread designs, basically all tires for DOT specification are rated all season. They have to be. If they're not legal to be driven on the highway. So they're all going to be all season rated. But there's some differences in tread design, one of which is going to give you better dry performance. Anytime you look at a tread pattern on a tire, you have to give up one aspect of the tire to gain another. So if you want a real good dry weather performing tire, it's not going to do as good in the rain. If you want a good wet weather tire, you're going to give up a little bit of performance on the dry side. That's just how it works. There's no perfect tire. Third wheel is going to interrupt again.
I'm sorry. I just got some questions because every time you're talking about these tires, I think of what I do, which isn't much. But if I'm driving to get air in the tire, right?
Right.
And the numbers I need to know are the pressure, PSI.
Right. Where are you getting that information?
What?
Mm-hmm. Where are you going to get your tire?
It's on the tire, but I know like a bicycle tire, it's down by the rim.
Right.
Watch what you say about bicycles.
But is it the PSI the maximum amount of air I put in it?
I'm glad you mentioned that because, yes, the tire pressure indicated on the sidewall of a tire, you're going to have to hold on a minute.
All right.
Indicates the maximum tire pressure for the load rating of the tire. So you do not want to look at the tire sidewall and air your tires to that specification. You don't want to do that. That's only if you're carrying that load
4,000 or 1,000, 4,000 pounds.
That 1,047 pounds
right.
is then you need to put that 48 pounds or whatever it says.
So we do 80%?
No. You look inside the door jamb of the car, inside the glove box of the car, sometimes in the trunk of the car, there's going to be a sticker that's going to tell you the tire pressure.
Well, your owner's manual.
Your owner's manual is another good place, but there is a sticker. Usually it's on the door jamb of the car. Sometimes it's in the glove box or in the trunk, on the trunk lid, but it will tell you the tire pressure you should run the tires, and it's not always the same all the way around the car. The front tires sometimes have more or less air than the back. So look for that sticker because that's going to tell you the driving pressure that you want to use. What's printed on the tire, again, is the maximum tire pressure. And if you're not carrying 4,000 pounds and you put that much air in it, you're going to know it. It's going to, destroy the tire,
really,
ultimately, but you're going to feel it because it's going to ride like a truck. If it's a car, it's going to ride like it's going to be hard as a rock with that much tire pressure in it. Go ahead.
I got one more question. This will be the last one. Okay, if I buy my tires at a company that uses oxygen or nitrogen or something like that, helium, whatever my car flows away, and they fill it up with a certain type of gas or whatever.
It's nitrogen.
Whatever. And then I go to another service company that doesn't have that. Can I put regular air in that tire? I was told yes, and then I was told no.
Yes, you can.
And that won't?
Absolutely can. It will not affect it whatsoever. And really, without trying to get scientific here, here's the deal for me. Oxygen, okay, which is all around us, correct? It's how we live. Oxygen.
Okay.
You know what oxygen is made of?
Okay.
And
air.
The majority of it is nitrogen.
Okay.
So all you're doing is gaining roughly 10 or 12% nitrogen by getting nitrogen inflation in a tire because regular old air is mostly nitrogen. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're not really gaining that much. And the thought is that nitrogen, because the molecules are smaller, tighter together, they don't go through the porous tire and blah.
That's what they use on big airplanes.
They do. And maybe that's a better application because you're changing altitudes and pressures and temperatures, and that probably makes more sense. And that's where that came from, is the airlines.
The aviation industry.
You know, true story on that, though, is I went into the shop and I go, hey, man, this company I bought these tires from put helium in my tires. and can I put oxygen? That guy looked at me like I was an idiot.
Don't ever use ether to change your car tires, because that's why I have no eyebrows.
And you know, it's funny, but you can air up like a construction tire or a big truck tire. We used to do that all the time.
And it's really loud.
But if you don't know how to do it, you're right. You can get hurt. That thing come out and hit you or burn your eyebrows off like Coltrane.
Just don't do it. Don't do it.
But where were we now? So you got me way off.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask those questions.
Yeah, the nitrogen inflation, you know what? It's kind of like the full synthetic oil. I don't think you need it. I think if you buy into that and it being better, then go get it. I don't really care, but I don't run it in mine, never have, never will.
Okay.
It does. The benefits don't outweigh just general normal air, and then you get this situation where I always have to take it back and get my air where they put the nitrogen in it, which is probably the sole reason for them giving it away to begin with, so that you think you have to go back there and get your little green valve step and all cap and all that kind of stuff.
There's an old motorcycle that they used to fill the tires up with gasoline.
I'm going to stop you right there. We do not need to influence the American engine.
They don't make the bike no more. That's a true story. It goes up in the mountains, and it's designed to where if you get way up in the mountains, you can always use the gasoline that's in your tires to get back. I seen that on Pawn Stars. I'm not lying to you, Jimmy B. Don't look at me like that. I won't give you any of my grits. You can kiss them.
And you saw that on Porn Stars?
Pawn Stars.
Oh, Pawn. Okay.
Did I say the other one?
We'll be right back. Dipsticks and Deals, Real Talk 1160.
The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Brown Financial Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? Because these decisions are so important, our firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you'd like your complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, call Brown Financial Advisors today at 513-575-9654. That's 575-9654.
Real Talk 1160.
WQRT Florence, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's home for Dean Muccio, Laura Ingram, Michael Savage, Mike Huckabee, and Real Sports with Wildman Walker.
Crank it up to 1160.
AP Radio News. I'm Tim McGuire. President Barack Obama says last week's Republican convention appeared to him to be something out of the past.
We'd seen it before. You might as well have watched it on a black and white TV.
The president campaigning yesterday in Iowa. Today, he's in Colorado for another rally as he readies for next week's convention in Charlotte. Republican Mitt Romney, campaigning in Cincinnati, says the president and his administration have failed the people.
23 million people are out of work or stopped looking for work or underemployed. Let me tell you, if you have a coach that's 0 and 23 million, you say it's time to get a new coach.
The U.S. has shelved an Afghan police training program for now because of recent attacks by Afghan troops and police officers on U.S. and other NATO troops. The AP's Heidi Vogt reports that they want to find a way to keep militant groups from infiltrating the local police force.
The U.S. military has halted the training of Afghan government-backed militias for at least a month so that they can revisit the vetting of trainees in this program.
At least 15 people are said dead in a car bombing at a Palestinian refugee camp in a suburb of Damascus, Syria. And the Syrian state-run media is also reporting a pair of bomb blasts in a building under construction near the offices of the military's Joint Chiefs of Staff in central Damascus. Recovery from Hurricane Isaac seems to be slow but steady in Louisiana. Energy Power Company spokesman David Kaplan.
We're probably just sitting just north of 300,000 customers that are still without power. It's certainly well over half the customers have been restored.
John Young, parish president in heavily populated Jefferson Parish, has been critical of the power company's efforts, saying he hasn't seen enough boots on the ground to get the lights turned back on. This is AP Radio News. A radical Islamic group in northern Mali claims to have executed one of the Algerian diplomats it kidnapped 5 months ago. Leader of the group says the diplomat was killed to teach Algeria a lesson for not releasing some of his people who were recently arrested in Algeria. 3 people hospitalized in Oregon after a monster truck went into the stands at the Monster Air 2012 show. Lynn County Sheriff Sergeant Ken Guilford says the driver lost control of his souped-up 1975 Ford pickup during a race.
Lost control, the rear of the vehicle kicked loose, crossed the center line, went right, left, and then entered the spectator area.
None of the injuries is considered life-threatening. College football action, number 1 Southern Cal routed Hawaii 49-10. Defending national champ, number 2 Alabama, the only top 25 team to play another ranked team yesterday, rolled over Michigan, number 8 Michigan, 41-14. I'm Tim McGuire, AP Radio News.
Weather when you need it. Your Real Talk 1160 forecast every 15 minutes.
Here's the forecast for northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, and the tri-state. For this afternoon, mostly cloudy, showers and thunderstorms, high near 85. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms, low 73. Labor Day Monday, cloudy, a high near 83, with showers and thunderstorms likely. From the Real Talk 1160 WeatherBug Forecast Center, this is Jim Tice.
Savage. The only cure for extreme liberalism is shock therapy, massive doses of psychotropics, and hopefully years of re-education.
Michael Savage, weekdays at noon on Real Talk 1160. This is Real Sports with Wild Man Walker.
I was never a fan of Dusty Baker as a player, but as a manager, he cost me money. He cost me money in that Cubs series against the Marlins by leaving Mark Pryor in way too long. I'm screaming at the TV at the Harris Casino, get that guy out, he's gassed.
Finally, the reason comes out while Wild Man has the goo for one Dusty Baker.
Real Sports, weekdays at 5 on Real Talk 1160.
Reincarnation Auto Body and Paint of Northern Kentucky. This is Don. May I help you?
Don, this is Rick from 1160, man.
Hey, Rick. How are you doing?
Not good. Okay, long story short, Pecoro loaned me his car to go pick up his dry cleaning, and on my way out, I backed right into a light pole. He is going to kill me.
All right, Rick. Settle down. Bring it in. I'll personally inspect the damage. I'm positive we can take care of it with no problem at all.
You are the man. But Don, this has to stay between me and you.
Hi, I'm Don Metalka, owner of Reincarnation Auto Body and Paint. Bring your damaged vehicle and I will personally take the time to show you why Reincarnation is different. We're flexible with your deductible, and I know my experience with handling insurance companies will help you get your repairs done smoothly. Just Google Reincarnation of Northern Kentucky, where we bring good cars back to life. Reincarnation Auto Body and Paint, Don Metalka speaking.
Hey, Don, it's Pecoro. See, I was out driving in the wife's van, and I drove by your lot, and I thought I saw a car that looked like mine.
Yeah, that's a popular color.
Jerry Doyle.
One of my doctors from Cuba said that if I was in the Cuban healthcare system or the British healthcare system, or if I was in the Obamacare system 5 years from now, you'd already have a toe tag.
The Jerry Doyle Show, weeknights at 7 on Real Talk 1160.
Hi, folks. Debbie Robke with Robke Automotive. I'm here to tell you about Northern Kentucky's best full-service used car store. Shop Robke for sales, service, parts, collision repair, and rental car. Robke Automotive, where quality is superior. Our prices can't be beat, our service is guaranteed, and our parts come with a national warranty. Come visit Robke and see why our customers are always smiling. Robke Automotive, I-275 at Exit 80 in Northern Kentucky, on the web at GoRobke.com, or check us out on Facebook for fantastic deals of the week.
We're driven to treat you right.
Real life, real people, Real Talk 1160. Welcome to Dipsticks and Deals with Jimmy B and the Third Wheel on Real Talk 1160. Everything you need to know about cars, buying, financing, trading, maintenance, repairs, auto body, and more. Join the program by calling 513-579-1160. Now, here are your hosts, Jimmy B and the Third Wheel on Real Talk 1160.
Welcome back after the mid-break. Getting ready to start the second hour of Dipsticks and Deals. If you're just joining us.
Yeah.
It's the vanilla. I don't usually put vanilla in my coffee, and I did this morning. If you're just joining us, I did it again.
Welcome back, or if you're just tuning in and listening to Jimmy B and the Third Wheel on Dipsticks and Deals, the show that talks about anything and everything automotive, including this week's gas.
Sound like your tongue is loose on both ends with a spring in the middle.
Listen, while we were at the break, dude, I mean, the email thing is clicking like crazy here, and now we're actually getting some positive responses. Some people are saying, wow, I didn't know that, thank you, but they got a lot of questions. I'll answer all these questions today after the show. We appreciate all the feedback. I think a lot of people learned some stuff on the tires, and I'll be honest with you, I got 2 shows worth of stuff on tires, but it's a little boring.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's a little boring. But when we talked about the nitrogen, we talked about the speed rating, some tread design stuff, all good information. And we'll touch back on this in a later show just so I can wrap it up. But before we wrap it up, I do want to make this mention because I think this is one of the most important portions of this segment. Cost of tires relative to their quality and cheap tires, because there's some manufacturers out there and there's some large box stores that sell tires that you probably want to steer away from, and I'll tell you why. The manufacturing process of these tires is totally different. They have to meet DOT standard to be sold in the United States, which they do, but there's some margins and some things that the brand name tire companies do that make the tires perform better, last longer, and are safer. Here's the trouble you'll run into. You can get a tire made by a foreign company, imported and sold in the United States. They typically have names that sound westernized or American to make you think that they're a good tire, like Federal, Alliance, Westlake, things like that. These tires might do okay for the first 1,000, 1,500, maybe 2,000 miles. You will notice a difference because the compounds used in these tires are those that tend to get hardened up when they get hot. These tires will start to not perform well. And the worst case scenario is they're very poor in wet weather once that tread compound wears through that first layer. So now you got a dangerous tire. Plus, you will see rapid wear in these things. And I see them because I've have them come into the store and folks have gotten them at, and I won't say the name, but they have a wholesale club. They got stores everywhere. They put a lot of little guys out of business and they sell tires. There are also some prominent tire stores that offer an economy brand tire, but I'll give you an example real quick, and then we got to talk about gas prices this week. You've seen or heard of Apollo tires?
In Rocky?
India. They're made in India. A good quality tire that's not made here, Bridgestone, of course. Fusion, they're made in Japan. Maxxis, real big in the truck tire. Those are made in Taiwan. How about Continental, Dunlop, General? Good tires, made in Germany. Federal, I mentioned earlier, made in Taiwan. The XP2000, you see those around a lot with the white letters. People were riding on those. Very low-cost tire. Pakistan is where those are built. GT Radial, you've seen those running around white letter tires usually.
Right.
It says GT Radial, those are made in China. This is my favorite, Good Ride.
It's close.
Yeah, it's close. Westlake is another one. Those are also made in China.
Those are low produced, or what am I trying to say?
Low-end tires.
Low-end tires.
Very low-end tires. Hankook, which Hankook is actually an OE tire for some manufacturers. Those tires are made in South Korea. Kenda is another big tire manufacturer. Taiwan. Nexen is another one that's really coming on strong because of their low price point. Those tires are made in South Korea. And Michelin. Good tire brand, quality tire brand. Everybody likes Michelin. You know where those are made? You know where they're from?
Germany.
French. They're French.
Well, yeah, Michelin.
Not made in Detroit?
No, they're not made in Detroit.
We don't make anything anymore.
Well, yeah. I just want to make sure people are aware that you're going to get what you pay for on tires. You want to stick to the brand names for sure, especially in this economy. If you're going to spend any money, and tire prices have increased 5 times this year, and they're not going to get any cheaper.
You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. Safety's an issue. Control of your vehicle. Don't skimp on tires. That's what I'm saying. That's the foundation of this segment, and that's what I wanted to get across.
That's like a good pair of shoes.
I see used tires, too.
That's a whole nother show, brother.
All right, I'm just saying.
You know, they came off of a car for a reason. That's what you need to determine. So we are going to take a look at fuel prices and the car of the week. What do you got in fuel?
AAA reports national average at $3.83 and $4.10 for diesel. And if we take a look around the tri-state, which this is when I make
don't cuss.
I know, I'm trying not to. We are seeing gas as low as $3.75
in certain places.
I have no idea where, because everywhere I go, it's $3.95.
That's what I paid this morning.
Yep, and that's where we're at right now, $3.95, and I like $3.95 9/10. Really, it's $3.96. Just put $3.96. Don't play games. $3.96.
Everybody does it. $3.99.99.
That's dumb.
This car is $49.99.99.
That's like when you're 5.
That does sound
or
cheaper
you're
than
10 years
$5,000. Dude, man, I don't know if I can afford $5,000.
Yeah, but there's a certain number.
Well, here's one. It's only $49.99.99.
No, there's a certain.
Oh, that's better.
There's a certain number. You
I'm
just got to
trying
round it
talk
off.
over you.
There's a certain. There's a certain number you got to round up. It's like I'm 14 and a half years old. Well, when I'm 50, I'm 50. Then I'm 55. Then I'm 50. I'm not 55 and a half. So
I have never third wheel stop.
I think the heat's getting to both
of
you all in here.
I have never, ever heard anybody over the age of, I don't know, 14 say that.
I'm 16 and a half.
Okay, so 16.
So now I'm $3.95 and 9/10. Really?
Okay, listen. Finish the fuel prices. I'm going to do car of the
That's it,
week.
I'm done.
And then when we go to break, you and I are going to fight.
Anybody want this banana? I ain't going to eat it.
Are you done with fuel?
I'm done with fuel. I'm tired of fuel.
I know, and that's what it is. The fuel price is going up, and we don't buy the reasoning. It really makes us aggravated, and we have to look at it. Everybody looks at it every time they go to the gas pump, but we have to research it for the show, and we just really get angry at this point in the show every week.
You know, that's not a good place to talk to people when you're filling up your gas, because everyone's got that same look on their face.
Well, it just causes everything to go up.
It's like, don't talk to me.
You better get some good fuel prices. I've got a minute to tell you about the car of the week, which is a 1969 Mercury Cougar Eliminator 428 Cobra Jet engine, 335 horsepower, available with Ram Air. This thing had the Detroit locker rear diff and a 4-speed transmission. Car was built to run with all the big dogs in 69, although it was built as a luxury sport coupe. It was actually built on a stretched out 3 inches long stretch Mustang chassis. The Eliminator was only available in 3 colors, blue, orange, or yellow.
I seen it in orange.
Yeah, and that's a hot car. It was a cool car, and you don't see many of them around. Hey, when we get back, we're talking about the Dipstick of the week. This is a good one. We've got a municipal dipstick.
Probably pretty much say the whole state.
Yes. Real Talk 1160. You're listening to Dipsticks and Deals.
Weather when you need it. Your Real Talk 1160 forecast every 15 minutes.
Here's the forecast for northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, and the tri-state for this afternoon. Mostly cloudy, showers and thunderstorms, high near 85. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms, low 73. Labor Day Monday, cloudy, a high near 83, with showers and thunderstorms likely. From the Real Talk 1160 WeatherBug Forecast Center, this is Jim Tice.
You want speed? You want power? You want style? You want something that turns heads? Then you want Easy Street Speed and Customs in Milford. Easy Street offers everything from minor repairs to full restoration, custom builds, late model mod, performance parts, and an on-site dyno for real performance tuning. Hot rods and cool rides at Easy Street Speed and Custom, 701 Chamber Drive in Milford, 513-831-7550. That's 513-831-7550.
Listen to what's new.
It's amazing that the Secret Service would do something so dumb. Now, let me be fair. You can't blame Obama for this. And if anybody does, they're just being stupid.
The Mike Huckabee Show, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Talk 1160.
Imagine you're reaching for a pen when you slip and, yep, there goes your coffee, right onto your computer. If you're one of the almost 50% of small businesses that don't back up their PCs, you've just lost data, and there's a good chance you'll lose sales. From human error to natural disasters, or even those little oops moments, there's always a risk of your computer system going down, and that could really hurt your business. Take it from Doug McDonald at the Cincinnati Museum Center.
Like every other business, data is critically important. We have over 80,000 records of donors and members who are critical to our livelihood.
That may be enough to make you give up coffee forever, but there's a better way. How does the Museum Center do it?
Cincinnati Bell is a wonderful partner, and with them, I don't worry about these things. That gives me peace of mind.
So don't swear off coffee just yet, because Cincinnati Bell is now offering data backup, part of our Peace of Mind suite. Get 25 gigs for just $25 for 12 months. Now that should help you relax, unless you've had too much coffee. Just call 513-2-BUNDLE or visit myrightsolution.com/backup. Cincinnati Bell, right here for you.
Hi folks, Debbie Robke with Robke Automotive. I'm here to tell you about Northern Kentucky's best full-service used car store. Shop Robke for sales, service, parts, collision repair, and rental car. Robke Automotive, where quality is superior, our prices can't be beat, our service is guaranteed, and our parts come with a national warranty. Come visit Robke and see why our customers are always smiling. Robke Automotive, I-275 at Exit 80 in Northern Kentucky, on the web at GoRobke.com, or check us out on Facebook for fantastic deals of the week.
We're driven to treat you right.
Dennis Miller? We've got an app for that.
I'm the guy who can't seem to figure out how to turn his radio down.
Download TuneIn Radio for your Android, iPhone, or BlackBerry and listen to Real Talk 1160 anytime, anywhere.
Hi, I'm Jeff Pecora, one of the voices of the Cincinnati Reds, and I'm here with Colleen Hawes, owner of the premier casual upscale restaurant Grandview Tavern and Grill.
Thank you, Jeff. It's a place where business meets casual in a social setting. Come enjoy our New York strips, bacon-wrapped shrimp and grits, or specials like pan-seared sea bass, and don't skip dessert. I promise they are worth the calories.
My wife can't get enough of your handmade specialty pizzas, and I love train beers.
Nothing's better than watching our Reds win on one of our 16 flat-screen TVs.
I found the Grandview Tavern and Grill to be the best place for lunch meetings with incredible food and impeccable service.
I'm so excited to be out on the patio again. We pack them in out there. Whether you're here to network for business, have an intimate dinner for two, or dance the night away to live music under the stars, this place is for everyone.
Yeah, since coming to the Grandview Tavern, we feel more comfortable than any of the other restaurants. And by the way, Colleen, your outdoor patio rocks.
Jeff, you're too much. Just Google Grandview Tavern and Grill for the latest happenings and list of music.
If you drive a car, you must have this number, 1-800-828-0159. The number to STI Towing, the Tri-States Towing Pros. STI handles most motor clubs, including AAA, and they offer prompt, courteous, and professional service all day and all night. Mention Real Talk 1160 and the first 5 miles are free. That's 1-800-828-0159. 1-800-828-0159 for STI Towing.
Laura Ingram, mornings at 9. Real Talk 1160.
Dipsticks and Deals, Real Talk 1160. Jimmy B, the third wheel, and we're here with Kenny Coltrane, who's going to get up to...
He's poked himself in the eye with a
I just
pencil.
poked myself in the eye. That hurt.
Kenny Coltrane's going to have Coltrane's Corner in just a minute, but I wanted to get to the dipstick of the week. And like I said, we have a municipal dipstick. The dipstick is the California Department of Motor Vehicles from South L.A. County.
This is stupid.
Now, they renewed a driver's license for a Los Angeles resident, Preston Carter. You see, Preston was backing out of a grocery store the other day, and he misjudged the distance between the parking lot and the entrance to an elementary school across the street. Preston backed his giant powder blue Cadillac over 11 children, seriously wounding 9 of them. Now, all the kids are going to be okay. They expected the recovery, but 4 of them today still are in serious condition. Now, why would the California Department of Motor Vehicles be the dipstick of the week and not Preston?
I saw this.
I'm going to tell you. Because Preston's license was just renewed just before his birthday, which is coming up on September 5th, where he will turn 101 years old.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Who gives a driver's license to a guy that's 100 years old without some kind of test? The dude's 100.
Wow.
Did you see him?
Yes.
Yeah, he's old.
Oh, my goodness. And, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, Preston, he's 100 years old. He's going to be 100 years old in a couple of days, 101 years old in a couple of days. You would have to assume that something like this has a much greater potential to happen. And these poor kids, thankfully, they're all going to be okay. But our dipstick has to go to the California Department of Motor Vehicles for giving Preston his driver's license.
I bet you there's a lot of that going on here in this country.
They should have at least limited the type of vehicle he could drive, because you're going to do a lot less damage in a smart car than you are in a giant Cadillac.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Hey, all this talk about old people driving and crashing and dipsticks make me hungry.
I've been in here making grits.
Shut up, Kenny. I'm talking.
French toast.
You got anything about pit stop recipes?
And you didn't want none.
I do, but we got to get to Coltrane's Corner.
Man, I said you can have the banana if you're hungry.
You third wheel.
He bothers me.
You bother me.
You all bother
Can
me.
I sit next to you, third wheel?
We will get to the pit stop recipes after Coltrane's Corner. Coltrane, Kenny Coltrane. What are you going to talk about today? I heard that there was going to be some discussion on duct tape do-alls.
Well, first of all, I got to do this with one eye because I can't see out of my left eye. But yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about duct tape and, you know, some of the different things you can do on your automobile or truck with duct tape because it's farmer's glue. It really is.
Farmer's glue. I haven't heard that before.
You know, speaking of, we were talking about them tires.
Yeah.
All morning. You can use duct tape, what I like to call is duck walls. Instead of white walls, if you don't got white walls on your tire, just put duct tape around them. That'll look good. I've done it on my trucks. Nobody knows anything different.
Duck walls.
You can use duct tape to fix a hole, like a rusty hole in your car.
Mm-hmm.
Just put duct tape on that. There ain't no sense pulling out Bondo and all that other stuff. Duct tape it. That's what it's there for.
Is this duck tape or
It's
duct?
duck.
It's duct tape.
Duct tape.
He's on a roll. Don't interrupt.
It's duct tape.
Duct tape.
Another thing I use for duct tape is I like to tape my cell phone to my head while I'm driving. Well, you don't, you know, when you got one hand while you're going down the road, that's dangerous.
Right. Right. They have distracted driving laws now.
There's
in
a new
Ohio.
law coming out in Ohio.
Yeah. Not allowed to be on a cell phone or
Good job,
texting
Kenny.
or
Way
whatever.
to think.
It works.
Luckily-
It hurts when you take it off, though, so be careful.
That's funny.
Now, another thing I use duct tape, and this is really important, unless you enjoy doing 70 miles per hour down the highway and that hood coming up, because that is scary as could be.
Why would your hood come up?
Well, if the latch is broke,
Oh, yeah. Latch could be broke.
just duct tape that hood down,
Ah, I've seen that. I've seen that in county south of here, yes.
because that duct tape will hold.
It's 100-mile-an-hour tape, they say.
Really?
NASCAR uses it.
And another thing I like to use duct tape for is for pinstriping.
Pinstriping.
With yours. You can go nuts with the stuff because it's cheap, and you can just lay your car out. You put racing stripes on it. You can put numbers on the side of your car.
Flames?
You can do flames.
All right.
Well, as a matter of fact, that's what another one of these was a sports bra. You can just make that out of duct tape. Because them things are hundreds of dollars, so you don't have to spend that kind of money.
Wait a second.
Time out. I'm getting
You
uncomfortable.
No. You said sports bra. Cars don't have sports bras.
They don't?
No. You talking about just the black brawl that people put on the
I thought those were called sports bras because they're sporty looking.
No. Sports brawl is something totally different, sir.
Oh. Well, you can do what that thing I was talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Please continue.
Another thing is if your hubcaps keep flying off the car, and that happens to me all the time when I had a car.
Right.
Duct tape them.
Just duct tape them to the tires?
Put the duct tape right on there where you can actually make it look like it's part of the duct wall.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life.
Please continue.
Let me see. There's just so many. I mean, it would have been easier to say what you couldn't use duct tape for, because you can use duct tape for everything. I mean, how many times you gone through a drive-through at a Wendy's or McDonald's and knocked your mirror off? I had one time my mirror fell into their kitchen. I hit it so hard. But just duct tape that. Don't worry about it. Duct tape it, and then you can hit that wall as many times as you want. It ain't going to come off.
Didn't you fix your convertible on your back window of your convertible, that one you had with duct tape?
I sure did.
Pretty much a whole roof.
Yeah, and the windows.
And the window.
The windows.
The windows.
Yeah, it worked.
You know, when, because we've known you for a while now, and I remember that car you were driving. Was it a Vega? I don't remember. But in any case,
it was a Vega.
One day the car was like a yellow color, and the next day it was like a bright blue, and then like 3 weeks later it was red.
All duct tape.
All duct tape, because it does come in assorted colors. It's not.
That's
just
what I was going to say. How do you feel now that they got colors?
Well, I like it. It scares me a little bit because I can't just pick one color because there's so many to choose from. You know what I mean?
That's got to mess
do
up
I
your
want
whole
the blue?
day.
Do I want the red? What am I going to do?
So you tape the entire car with the duct tape to change its appearance,
Yep,
its color?
and you won't see no rust.
That almost drive you crazy trying to pick those colors.
It's like a DeLorean, but duct tape.
Now, I see you have a wallet made of duct tape. Now, I'm going to tell you this. My kids have made wallets out of duct tape.
I seen people make prom dresses out of duct tape on the news.
Yes, I have seen that.
I probably know some of them people.
Now, I was talking, hey, Kenny, I was talking to you off break, and we were talking about that show called Mythbusters, and I know had a little tear in your eye.
It did have a tear in
when
my
they
eye.
were able to stop a car with a wall of duct tape.
I don't think people truly understand the power of some duct tape. I'm telling you. And I'll tell you what, another thing I use duct tape for, and, you know, don't do this at home, but a lot of times I act like when my tags are expired, I act like my bumper's falling off, and I'll use a bunch of duct tape, and it kind of hides my tags. Don't do that, because they're onto that now, because I just said it on live.
I remember the toes of his shoes. He
And-
duct taped, but they were sandals.
Yes.
That might work.
Might work. You had them on.
That I did. You know, you can use it as a seatbelt, too. Duct tape works as a seatbelt.
Do not recommend that one.
Don't recommend that one, but
Don't listen to Kenny.
Well, look, I always have a roll of duct tape next to me on the seat, and if I pass a law, I just, boom, on the seat, and a bam, across the chest. We get it done that way. You know, another thing, too, if someone cuts you off while you're driving, just pick up the whole daggone roll of duct tape and heave it on out the window.
Don't do that one either.
It makes a good beverage holder.
We're going to have to get Coltrane his own email address for hate mail and
Muffler
for,
patch.
complaints. Muffler patch, that's a good one.
Put a giant disclaimer underneath his name tag.
A roof rack.
Exactly. Roof rack, yeah. You could tape some cargo to the roof.
What do you got on your bicycle? Your seat,
Duct
isn't
tape.
it? Duct tape seat?
I do. I put duct tape everywhere because I wreck it so many times it don't scratch the paint that way. It keeps it in perfect, pristine.
Now, here's a technical
condition.
here's a technical question for you then. Your duct tape frays on the end sometimes over age and sunlight and weather.
Yes, sir.
So what do you recommend? Every 2 months, month?
Well, yes,
If
but
it's
not,
not
in my
garage.
case. Well, I wreck my bike a lot. Like I was riding down the road and I got hit with a lawn sprinkler, knocked me clear off my bicycle, and I had to re-duct tape.
Is there anything you can put on duct tape to make it last longer? Some leather conditioner or WD-40? I don't know.
Or more duct tape?
More duct tape.
More duct tape.
Well, I mean, it's so cheap. Why would you put anything on it? You just take it off, put the new on. All gone with the old, in with the new.
Kenny Coltrane. I got to tell you, we have a motto here, and I need to make sure you understand. It's you will be smarter for having listened. Except when there's Coltrane Corner.
Oh, that's not nice at all, Jimmy B.
We'll talk to Kenny a little bit more when we come back. And we're going to talk about our pit stop recipes this week.
A little bit of Fast and Furious.
A little Fast and Furious, too.
Get your duct tape on.
Dipsticks and Deals, Real Talk 1160.
when you need it. Your Real Talk 1160 forecast every 15 minutes.
Here's the forecast for northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, and the tri-state. For this afternoon, mostly cloudy, showers and thunderstorms, high near 85. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms, low 73. Labor Day Monday, cloudy, a high near 83, with showers and thunderstorms likely. From the Real Talk 1160 WeatherBug Forecast Center, this is Jim Tice.
Want to get more from your personal Bible study time? Gain new insights and a deeper understanding of Scripture? You can do just that with R.C. Sproul's DVD series, Knowing Scripture. Whether you are just beginning to read the Bible or a long-time student, you'll find these 12 lessons will take you deeper into God's Word.
But let us move then to a consideration of the principles that are important to become masters of the Word of God.
This 12-part DVD teaching series is yours today for a gift of any amount. Dr. Sproul introduces time-tested principles to help unlock the true meaning of Bible passages so you can apply them to your own life. Call Ligonier Ministries now at 1-800-435-4343 to get your copy of Dr. Sproul's Knowing Scripture for your gift of any amount. That's 1-800-435-4343.
Hi, folks. Debbie Robke with Robke Automotive. I'm here to tell you about Northern Kentucky's best full-service used car store. Shop Robke for sales, service, parts, collision repair, and rental car. Robke Automotive, where quality is superior. Our prices can't be beat, our service is guaranteed, and our parts come with a national warranty. Come visit Robke and see why our customers are always smiling. Robke Automotive, I-275 at Exit 80 in Northern Kentucky, on the web at GoRobke.com, or check us out on Facebook for fantastic deals of the week.
We're driven to treat you right.
Did you know Fear Buick GMC in Hamilton has been family owned and operated and serving the tri-state since 1932? Isn't that the kind of dealership you want to buy your next car from? And because of that success, Fear Buick GMC announces their upcoming move later this year to their new 26,000 square foot location between Menards and Kohl's near Bridgewater Falls. Come see Ray Tenley, Fear's general manager for the past 25 years, and tell him Dipsticks and Deals sent you. Call 513-863-8111 or visit fearmotors.com. That's FIEHRER Motors.com.
Over there's the water. Whoosh, whoosh. And look at all this stuff I'm standing on. It's called sand, and it's everywhere.
This woman may sound silly to you and me.
It's made up of little tiny pieces of rocks. Teeny little pieces of rocks.
But to her 2-year-old son exploring the world around him, she makes perfect sense.
How does it feel when you touch the sand? Is it warm? Uh-huh. It's hard to hold in your hand, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Learning starts long before school does, and children are naturally curious. They want to learn, so follow their lead. Take simple, everyday moments like sorting laundry or playing on the beach and turn them into learning moments.
Is this water? No. Very good. This is sand. Oh, no, it's not food. It's sand. We don't eat sand.
Turn everyday moments into learning moments. Find out how at bornlearning.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's the Wild Man for my new favorite hangout, Willie's Sports Cafe in Covington. If you love sports, you'll love Willie's in Covington. They've got sports on flat screens in the restaurant and the bar. Before the Reds game, take the Willie's shuttle to the ballpark for $3. Then back to Willie's to celebrate a Reds win. If you love food, you'll love Willie's in Covington. All appetizers are just $5 every day from 1 to 7. And daily specials like Monday's Burger Madness, a half-pound burger, waffle fries, and a drink for just $7. Tuesdays, Chicken Madness, a chicken sandwich, waffle fries, and a drink for $7. And Wednesdays, Bang Bang Shrimp, just $5. If you love drinks, you'll love Willie's in Covington. The best happy hour every day from 1 to 7. $2 domestic pints and bottles, $3 domestic drafts, well drinks, and house wine. And check out Willie's Outdoor Deck. Enjoy all Willie's has to offer and the great summer weather at the same time. Take it from the Wild Man. You're going to love Willie's Sports Cafe in Covington. Just over the Prince Spence Bridge on 75 South, or visit WilliesCovington.com.
Check us out and listen online in crystal clarity. RealTalk1160.com.
Sticks and Deals on Real Talk 1160. We were just...
it's been a rough day for Coltrane today.
It has, and we just did Coltrane's Corner, where Kenny gave us some insight into duct tape uses relative to your automobile.
All listeners understand.
We're going to talk about pre-race recipes. It's a segment that we've been doing here. We started last week, and we got a lot of good feedback on this. This is for tailgating. These are quick, easy recipes that you can do. Do you have one today, or is it all me again?
It's all you again.
Okay.
I just eat it.
How about bacon cheese dip? Bacon cheese dip. This is pretty easy now. Half cup of sour cream. You're going to need one package, like a 4-ounce package, one of the smaller ones, of crumbled blue cheese. You need a package of cream cheese, and the softened kind, not that hard as rock stuff. 2 tablespoons of diced onions. An 1/8 teaspoon of hot sauce. Then you want to fry up your bacon, at least 4 strips, maybe 6. And then you're going to, when they dry out, crumble them up. You can garnish this with like fresh parsley, or just take some more of those blue cheese crumbles and put it on top, and then you're going to serve this with some crackers, and assorted crackers, not just saltines. All you have to do is take the first 5 ingredients, the sour cream, the crumbled blue cheese, the cream cheese, the diced onions, and the hot sauce. Put that in a food processor or a blender, either one. Mix it up till it's real smooth. And then what you can do is take some of the bacon, not all of it, mix it into that as well, and then just cover it and let it sit for at least 2 hours at like room temperature. When you take the lid off after that period of time, sprinkle the rest of the bacon on the top, garnish it with that parsley, serve it with crackers. And I'm telling you what, it's easy to make. You can make it the night before. Go to your tailgate party, go to the race, and I'm telling you, this is really good. And something to go with that.
Beer.
Other than beer, because this bacon cheese dip's got a little bit of a Cajun theme with the hot sauce, so we're going to make Cajun lemonade. Now, you got to follow me here, because this stuff it's not what it would sound like. It's very, very good. You're going to need your rum, of course. Take 2 cups. I wouldn't get anything real heavy. Get the lighter stuff. 2 cups of rum. You're going to want 1 can of the frozen lemonade concentrate. Thaw it out. Take a teaspoon of hot sauce. And then you're going to need 1 bottle of club soda, like a liter bottle. Not a 2-liter, but a 1-liter one of those small ones. You're going to need to do this with crushed ice. Garnish it with lemon slices. So take your first 3 ingredients, the rum, the lemonade concentrate, and the hot sauce, and you want to mix all that together real well. Now, you don't want to put the club soda in until right before you serve it. So you take that out, take your club soda, pour it in with the rest of that, garnish it with your lemon slices. Tabasco is a good one to use in this for the hot sauce, and I'm telling you, this Cajun lemonade is out of this world, and when you're drinking it with that bacon cheese dip, I'm telling you, you're going to be the hero.
Well, thank you.
It sounds good.
It is good. It's awesome.
Now, I know in the cheese dip you can replace, instead of cooking your own bacon, if you don't have time or you don't want to, get the bacon bits in those bags.
You can use the bacon bits, but I've done that, and it's not as good as that fresh bacon.
Well, yeah.
So, and the bacon chunks, when you crumble it, are bigger.
Right.
They're fresher.
Well, the bacon grease is what makes it good.
And the bacon grease that's in it, too, mixes in there. So you can use those in a pinch, but I would prefer the real bacon. And to do that with this Cajun lemonade, I'm telling you, at the tailgate parties, you put it out, let them try it. They're going to want to know what it is, because it is that good. Both of them.
Terrific.
What were you holding up there a minute ago?
Nothing. I was thought about going into another segment, but it's up to you on what you want to do next. We can talk about, victims of car crimes or car crimes in general, or...
Well, and that was our fourth gear segment, and I think as a public service, if nothing else, we should probably hit that, because just last night there was a news story relative to this that's very
Sexual
important.
assault.
Go ahead and tell them about that.
Well, yesterday, I guess, I don't know all the details, but it looked like a poor young lady in Delhi was followed home by a bad guy who sexually assaulted her at her own home. Now, me being a veteran military police and a retired police officer, my thing about this is...
That's why he don't like me.
My thing about this is just this, is that there are so many people, and I'm talking even including some of my friends and family members, there are people out there, unfortunately, that are dirtbags, and they prey on innocent people because they're cowards. Now, my take on this is that we have to make ourselves aware of what's going on so that we're not victims. And I say that because we as people, we look at fire and we say, wow, this is what you do, a fire drill. You do it at your house, you do it at your workplace, you do it at school. But there's also other things that are possible that we should practice, and that's awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And driving home from work, getting into a routine, driving the same way, not looking around. I actually tested it on you today.
Don't tell the story.
I'm not going to tell the story. But anyway, people become very complacent and tunnel vision, and they're not paying attention when their surroundings. Usually, especially like a bad guy, dirtbag that did this to this poor young lady yesterday, is, he's there. He's probably watching, which is not like there's a ton of them, but they do. And so if you're looking around and when you're walking from the grocery store to your car, keep your head up. Don't be texting. First of all, it's dangerous because you get by a car pulling out. But don't look down at the ground. Look around. If you see somebody staring at you, look back at them.
Yeah, don't look scared.
Don't look scared. Make sure you know what's going on. And then when you're, use the things that you have. If you are approached by somebody and you feel that it's a threat, ask them what they want prior to them getting close to you.
Right.
And then if they can't give you a good answer, take your keys, take your purse, take whatever you have, use it as a protection tool.
Yeah, because there's things that you can say and do that are going to shock that perpetrator.
They're cowards.
And it's going to ruin their plan. They're not expecting you to look at them before they say anything, and you just say, what are you looking at?
A lot of those guys that are predators, sexual predators, or just
want to rob you.
Or whatever, or serial killers, they're all just cowards. They are looking for the weak, looking for the person who's not aware. So, yeah, you stop them way before. Look around.
Right.
Ask them, what do you want? Look at them first. Make sure they know they're there.
Right.
And then when you leave somewhere, and again, it goes back to the old parking in a lighted area if it's at nighttime.
Right.
But when you leave somewhere and you're going home, if you take a couple turns and there's somebody still there, really pay attention to what they're doing, and then go a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Go a different direction. Take 2 minutes out of your time can save your life.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it. Don't do the same thing over and over and over again, because then that one time, that one coward is going to be there.
That's good stuff, right?
And there's some simple things you can do too that it's you get in a hurry or you get in a routine or you've got a deadline of some sort, and that's when you tend to let some of this stuff go. And one thing that you can do is you can back into a parking space versus pulling forward. Backing into a space gives you a better view of what would have been behind you, but you can kind of scan the area. But more importantly, it gives you faster exit if you need to get out.
Sure, and especially like when you're behind in traffic. You see people park or at a traffic light, stop sign, they get behind each other and they're only a foot away.
Right.
You're stuck.
Right.
Stay 2, 3, 4 feet back.
Right.
So if something happens, you can pull out, pull away, get away. Also, you're talking about awareness. Play little games with yourself to train yourself, train your kids. I know I'm a little obsessed with that, but what you like to do is train your family and your friends and yourself to when you're driving around, look at what cars are next to you. Look at which lanes are they in. When you stop, look at the people, see who's there. When you're inside a building, a grocery store or a restaurant, assess the people. Look at them. What color shirt they wearing? If the guy looks like he's bad, he may be bad. A duck is a duck. You evaluate your situation by looking and being aware of your surroundings. Play color games with the kids. What color cars are they?
Right.
Third
what
wheel.
Street am I on?
Is that why you tackled me and tased me in the elevator today?
That
was that a test?
That and other reasons.
That hurt.
And another good tool that most people have, especially with a later model vehicle, is their remote key fob with the panic button.
Sure.
Now, and that panic button doesn't always have to be used in the commission of something happening. In other words, trying to find that little red button could be impossible. So if you are walking out to your vehicle in a parking lot and you feel a little uneasy, go ahead and hit it. Who cares? What harm is it to anybody? But it's going to attract enough attention that if there were something going on, you may have ruined their plans.
Look up. Be confident.
We're going to talk some more about this, but we got to take a break. This is Dipsticks and Deals on Real Talk 1160.
when you need it. Your Real Talk 1160 forecast every 15 minutes.
Here's the forecast for northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, and the tri-state. For this afternoon, mostly cloudy, showers and thunderstorms, high near 85. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms, low 73. Labor Day Monday, cloudy, a high near 83, with showers and thunderstorms likely. From the Real Talk 1160 WeatherBug Forecast Center, this is Jim Times.
This is Steve Jarnicki, voice of Florence Freedom Baseball. Last night, the Freedom clinched their first playoff berth in franchise history with a 4-2 victory against the Evansville Otters. Brad Allen pitched 8 dominant innings as Eddie Rodriguez drove in a pair to lead the Freedom. Tonight, they wrap up the regular season in Evansville. Join me for all the action beginning at 6:50 on Real Talk 1160.
Between the economy and the price of gas, how about a way to save some money for a change? Lower your insurance premium with help from Huseman Schmidt Insurance. They understand more than most because they've been local, family-owned, and part of your community since 1976. Huseman Schmidt's expertise and common sense approach have helped their clients protect their assets and save money. For all your business and personal insurance needs, call Huseman Schmidt at 513-521-8590 and ask for Rob or AJ, or visit HusemanSchmidt.com. Huseman Schmidt cares.
Hey folks, Jimmy B here. Did you know that one of the most important structural aspects of your vehicle is the windshield? It accounts for almost 50% of the rollover strength. That's why you must choose the right company for windshield repair and replacement, and that's Mel's Auto Glass. Mel's Auto Glass has certified professionals serving the tri-state for more than 25 years. Don't trust something so important to anyone else. The experts at Mel's Auto Glass for quality, value, and peace of mind. Call 513-563-7771. That's 513-563-7771.
Here at Columbia Hyundai, because of high trade value, it's possible to trade in your used car and keep your current payment or even lower it for a comparable new Hyundai.
Wow, John, what are we talking about payment-wise?
Right now, get a new 2013 Hyundai Accent for $149 a month, or a new 2013 Elantra for $169 a month, or a new 2013 Sonata for just $179 a month. This is a 36-month lease. Other than tax and title, only $19.99 due at signing. And all these cars get over 40 miles per gallon on the highway.
This is National Fuel Efficiency Month.
National Fuel Efficiency Month is not an official government holiday, but it is with new Hyundai buyers. Plus, all new Hyundais come with America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance.
That's a better warranty than a Jaguar.
And we can get finance approval in 30 minutes or less, even if you have blemished credit. And remember, we need good trades, so we'll give you top dollars for yours.
Only at Columbia Hyundai on Montgomery Road at I-275.
Call 489-2000 or see our video at ColumbiaHyundai.com.
Hi, folks. Debbie Robke with Robke Automotive. I'm here to tell you about Northern Kentucky's best full-service used car store. Shop Robke for sales, service, parts, collision repair, and rental car. Robke Automotive, where quality is superior. Our prices can't be beat, our service is guaranteed, and our parts come with a national warranty. Come visit Robke and see why our customers are always smiling. Robke Automotive, I-275 at Exit 80 in Northern Kentucky, on the web at GoRobke.com, or check us out on Facebook for fantastic deals of the week.
We're driven to treat you right.
Hey, it's the Wild Man from Real Sports 1160, here with my friend Rob Bullock from Bullock Roofing.
Hey, Wild Man.
Rob, I hear you guys are the roofing experts.
That's right, Wild Man. If it has to do with a roof, we can handle it. Roof contracting and replacement, shingles, gutters, chimney repair, skylights. We even offer replacement windows.
Now, what sets Bullock Roofing apart from the other guys?
Wild Man, we are the roofing experts. We do it once, we do it right, and our pride shows in our work. Our customers mean the world to us, and their satisfaction speaks volumes. We're based on old-fashioned value and fair prices.
And word of mouth today is everything.
That's right. Our popularity has grown thanks to our customers telling their family and friends about our quality work.
Take it from Rob Bullock with Bullock Roofing. You need help with your roof, gutters, chimney, even replacement windows. Get the treatment you deserve from the experts at Bullock Roofing.
We service the entire greater Cincinnati area. Find us on the web at bullockroofing.com. That's bullockroofing.com. Call us for a free estimate today at 513-771-2096.
Real people, real situations. Real Talk 1160.
Picks and deals, Real Talk 1160. Jimmy B, the third wheel, and Kenny Coltrane is in studio with us today. We were talking about general safety, being aware when you're going out to your vehicle. We seen some stuff in the news last night, and it's fairly becoming common almost to hear about somebody being accosted, robbed. There's rape. There's all this other stuff. A couple of real quick points, because you mentioned parking in a well-lit area if you're going to be going back to your vehicle after dark. That's, pretty obvious. I think most people do that. Ignore those bills and flyers that you see on your windshield, because that can be used as a distraction to give somebody just enough time to come up behind you because you're going to look at that. Ignore it. Look at it when you get down the street or get out into the clearing, then stop, pull that thing off your windshield. It may be legit, but maybe it's not. You want to be wary, too, and make sure you pay extra attention when there's a van or something parked next to you, especially if it's parked on your driver's side. Now, that can happen any time. But the purpose of this is to be what they call yellow and to be aware and to kind of know who's around you at all times, especially in situations where you could become a victim, like this woman last night. You got anything to add?
No,
Mr.
you're
Police
right.
Officer?
People, the reason cops and such aren't victims as much is because they do operate in orange. That's the way they live. Every day they're very aware, and they still practice these little things that I was telling you about. So when you're out and about, you look around, you keep your head up, you assess what's around you, you look at the type of cars, the colors, you play these games with yourself and the children. You see that there's a person with this shirt on, that shirt on, he looks this way, he looks that way, the vehicle looks shady. Whatever. Be aware. Play the game. It's better to be overcautious. It's better to be aware than dead.
Yeah, look confident. Don't look afraid. And if you are afraid in a particular situation, don't hesitate to ask store personnel or to get somebody to help you, escort you out to your car.
Just freak out and scream.
So always be in ninja training. Just always
be in that mindset.
In ninja training.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that, Kenny.
Well, every time I come in to the studios, I got to go through ninja training because third wheel's jumping out behind air conditioners and all kinds of stuff. By the time I get my taser out, I done shot myself twice.
Okay, and he did do that. He beat me to the studio this morning, and I'll go ahead and tell him.
Okay.
So I pull in, and of course I see his car, and he's not in it, and I'm focused on his car and wondering if he went into the building already or what have you. So as I pull around, coming up to stop, and I pull in the parking spot, he comes leaping out like some ninja, and he said he was behind a pole. That was where I turned, and I didn't see him. So
I was standing there, and the pole was smaller than me.
I understand that, and I guess that was your point for the segment, was that, yes, you too can be a victim.
Your tunnel vision, your training is weak. Your kung fu is weak.
All right, well, we're going to test that as soon as we go off the air here, and I'm going to show you something. Hey, we have got a tech tip of the week that comes from Lee Chenowitz.
Oh, I like that name.
I think I pronounced that right, Chenowitz or Chenowitz. He's from Newberg Import Specialties in Newberg, Oregon. And Lee says, his tip, let me read this here. If your vehicle has rear drum brakes, many models use the parking brake to keep them adjusted. Even in an automatic transmission car, always set the parking brake to be sure your rear brakes maintain proper adjustment. I would add to that it will make your front brakes last longer. And he's right. If you don't use the parking brake and you have rear drum brakes that are adjustable or self-adjusting with the parking brake, and a lot of folks with automatics especially, they just don't ever use it.
Right.
Your brakes never get adjusted. Sooner than later, you don't have rear brakes, because it doesn't mean they're wore out. They're still new because they weren't adjusted, so they're not making contact. You're not using them. You're using all the front brakes for stopping.
And it'll prevent your car from going through a golf course while on a hood.
I always set my parking brake.
Well, and you should. That's good.
I haven't done it before when driving.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's not, because you do slide sideways.
You will, and I'll be honest with you. I got in a hurry in my truck a couple of weeks ago. Never had an issue with the brakes on this truck, and I got in and took off. And a car will go forward with the parking brake on. Now, if you're not in a hurry like I was and don't have your foot down into it, you're going to realize it. Well, I didn't, and it's a V8 truck, and I'm driving along, not realizing, paying attention to the brake lights on. By the time I drove about 5 miles and put my foot on the brake, it was too late.
It was hot.
They were hot, and they started to warp, and I figured it out, released the parking brake.
Too late.
Too late.
I love that smell.
So now I need rear rotors, or resurfaced anyway, because it's got this horrible pulsation from that, and that occurred in just 5 miles.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't take much. Gas, cash, or crash, $25 in gasoline, which is a huge, huge prize to win with $4 a gallon gas. $25 in cash which is a good prize to win with $5 gallon
2 gallons.
milk. Yeah, or 2 gallons of gas. Or you can crash the show and be in studio with us live on a Sunday morning, which would be fun.
Yeah.
So, but in order to get any of this, you have to be eligible and in the running, and you can do that by logging on to Facebook or sending us an email to ask@dipsticksanddeals.com, either way, and answer this question.
Which famous automotive executive was the driving force behind the Pontiac GTO? Which famous automotive executive was the driving force behind the Pontiac GTO?
That's a good question. A lot of people think they know it, and I think I'm thirsty for a Coca.
Is that a hint?
That's not a hint, but I said that because people really will think that's who it is, and it's not.
That didn't even cross my mind.
It crossed my mind.
I'm sure probably not a whole lot crosses your mind, Coltrane.
No, but when it does, it hurts.
What else you got there, Third Wheel? It's all you.
Really? Going to leave me out there hanging, huh? Well, I do want to say something real quick about the texting law.
Okay, say it.
I do agree with it.
Thank you.
No, I do agree with it. My problem is what will the judge say? This isn't a question for Cash, Gas, and Crash. What will the judge say when the defense attorney brings this up as, well, the officer was driving faster than normal to catch up to the speeder, and he was entering stuff into his computer, which is a giant cell phone sitting there, the computer on the...
I can answer that. That's easy.
What?
One's professionally trained to do so.
Really? You think that's going to be a defense? I'm just saying, I don't want people to text. I don't want them to text and drive.
Say, right?
But what are you going to say when that happens? Now, the dialing of the phone number to call it out already started with that defense. How do you know I'm not dialing a phone?
Yeah, but would you?
You can't do.
Are you going to use that same defense if a cop pulls a gun to shoot somebody before you shoot somebody and say, well, it's not fair that I got indicted.
Don't ever bang on this
for murder because the cop had a gun too and he was going to murder me.
No, I'm talking about what about that issue?
You need to clarify.
Okay, I'm a police officer. You're speeding.
I think you've gotten trumped by Coltrane. That's why I want to hear this, how you're going to get out of this. Because he's right. The cops are trained to do just that. But go ahead.
To drive and text. So there's
continue.
So can I
just continue?
So I'm going to go ahead and start a professional texting school.
He's going to tackle me again.
Well, maybe you can start a professional texting school.
Well, I'm just saying it's.
Go ahead.
What's a defense attorney?
That's going to be old technology here soon anyway. Everything's going to be holograms and already floating in the air.
That's your head on a Friday night.
That's your head.
Anybody going to the fireworks tonight?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Y'all want to go with me?
I'm concerned. No,
definitely not. No,
that's not going to happen.
I'm going to try to outdo their show with my own.
And I know the police department have buses down at the fireworks area, and they load people up like you in there.
I'm sure I'll be in.
What do you think, Third Wheel? Do you think there should be a certification or license to own a handgun and to be able to fire a handgun?
I think we'll bring this back next week.
To be able to text while driving. You think you should be able to do that? Should be able to have a test that you take that certifies that you're allowed to text.
I'll answer that next week.
Because you're that good at it?
No. We're running out of time. I'll answer that next week. We'll bring up the texting law. We'll do a little fast and furious to answer those questions. So what kind of song of the week do you have before we leave?
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going back to 1984.
I can't stand this singer. Sorry, I had to say that. It's terrible.
He is very mean today.
I hope everybody caught that. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Okay, and I start. We're going to look and listen to Pink Cadillac by Bruce Springsteen is our song of the week. This is the B-side of the Dancing in the Dark album. Awesome. Would you shut up? This tune peaked at number 27 on the Billboard's Top Tracks chart and became one of the favorite songs that he would do during the Born in the USA tour in 1984.
The boss.
How can you not like Born in the USA?
So exciting. Boo.
Thanks for being with us. It's Dipsticks and Deals. We'll see you next Sunday on Real Talk at 1160.